No one's ever disputed there's a footpath. The only dispute has been by the ramblers trying to argue that they should be walking through Jack's garden rather than round the outside of his garden. He's never tried to stop them walking here where the footpath is, but obviously from a privacy point of view he doesn't really want them walking past his windows of his house, within a metre of the house.
Jack Mayles has lived on this farm for 16 years, but for the last 6 he's been caught in a wrangle with the ramblers. Now, the route of the footpath brings you here up the farm track. That's never been in dispute. Where there's been a problem is when some walkers have got to this point and they've wanted to go through those gates there, through the garden, next to the farmhouse, when in fact the footpath actually takes you through that gate over there and following the line of the trees.
The ramblers from the pub over there come all at the night and in all the hours of the morning. They're not people with a rucksack on the back walking, the individuals breaking my trees and all that. So I want to stop to that.
It's been a stressful time for Jack. He had a stroke. Ultimately, a lot of costs have been thrown at it. I think needlessly, because we've been arguing about a diversion where rather than going through the garden, they need to just walk 5 yards to the right and down the footpath.
This disagreement was heard in front of magistrates and then the Crown Court before eventually being decided by the High Court, which looked at the paperwork where the path is defined and spoke to people who've been walking the route for decades.
You have what's known as a definitive map, and you also have a definitive statement. The two together quite clearly show the footpath is where the Crown Court found it to be, and that's why the appeal to the High Court was dismissed.
It could take several months for Jack to claim back the legal costs he's now owed by the Ramblers Association, but he's just pleased the dispute's over.
Can't find the words really, but it's good, to have it sorted out, I get my money back.
James Webster, Channel M Today.